What if I told you the playful purring cat on your couch shares 95.6% of its DNA with a lion? That your cuddly companion has more in common with a jungle predator than you ever imagined? The truth is wild, and once you see it, you can't unsee it. We think of house cats as gentle, harmless companions, sleeping on windowsills, chasing toy mice, and curling up in our laps. But beneath those soft paws lies a hidden legacy of survival, dominance, and ancient instincts. Recent studies have revealed astonishing biological and behavioral parallels between domestic cats and their wild cousins, lions, tigers, leopards. These similarities go far beyond appearance. From hunting strategies to territorial behavior, your house cat may be more predator than pet. In this video, we uncover the startling science and untold history that link your feline friend to some of the fiercest animals on Earth. Thousands of years ago, in the fertile valleys of the Middle East, something extraordinary happened. Wild cats, slightly larger than today's tabby, solitary, elusive, and fiercely independent, began to frequent early human settlements, but they weren't looking for friendship. They were hunting rodents that thrived near grain stores. In turn, humans began to tolerate their presence. This mutual benefit sparked a slow but powerful transformation. The African wildcat, Felis lybica, is believed to be the direct ancestor of the domestic cat. Archaeological evidence from Cyprus suggests that humans and cats lived side by side as far back as 9,500 years ago. Unlike dogs, who were actively bred and trained by humans, cats more or less domesticated themselves. They chose us. In ancient Egypt, cats were worshipped, mummified, and even buried alongside their owners. They were considered sacred protectors, embodiments of the goddess Bastet, a deity with the body of a woman and the head of a lioness. Killing a cat was punishable by death. Their ability to control vermin wasn't just practical, it was spiritual. Fast forward to medieval Europe, and the story takes a darker turn. Cats became associated with witchcraft and evil, especially black cats, which were believed to be witches' familiars. During the Black Death, cats were killed en masse, ironically worsening the plague's spread by allowing rat populations to explode. Despite persecution, cats survived. They thrived, and they adapted, subtly evolving to fit human life without losing their wild essence. Unlike dogs, who were reshaped in both mind and body through thousands of years of selective breeding, cats retained much of their original design. In fact, a 2013 study by Washington University in St. Louis revealed that domestic cats have changed very little genetically from their wild ancestors. Only a handful of genes separate your house cat from a wild hunter. Today, there are over 600 million domestic cats in the world. They live in apartments, farms, cities, and countryside. Yet, when you watch a cat crouch before pouncing on a toy or stalk a bird in the garden, you're seeing the same instincts that drive a leopard in the Serengeti or a snow leopard in the Himalayas. It's not just poetic, it's biological, and it begs a deeper question. If cats never fully gave up their wild nature, are they truly domesticated at all? Or are we merely sharing our homes with miniature predators, descendants of something ancient, elegant, and fiercely untamed? For most cat owners, the moment feels harmless, even cute. Your cat crouches low to the ground, eyes wide, tail twitching. Then, without warning, it leaps across the room, swiping at a shadow or pouncing on a sock. We laugh, maybe film it for social media. But what if this behavior isn't play at all? According to experts in animal behavior, what you're witnessing is a perfectly honed hunting technique, one that hasn't changed for thousands of years. Your house cat in that moment becomes a predator. Its brain is hardwired for stalking, striking, and killing. And here's the unsettling truth. Domestic cats kill between 1.3 and 4 billion birds each year in the United States alone, along with up to 22 billion small mammals. That's not a typo. Those numbers, published by the Smithsonian Conservation Biology Institute and the U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service, shocked even seasoned scientists. This hidden cost of our feline friends has sparked a growing global debate. Conservationists warn that cats, particularly outdoor or feral cats, are pushing vulnerable species to the brink of extinction. In Australia, for instance, feral cats are blamed for the decline or extinction of over 20 native mammal species, including the lesser bilby and the desert bandicoot. The government has even sanctioned large-scale cat culls to protect biodiversity. But here's where the tension deepens. On the other side are cat lovers, animal rights activists, and pet owners who see these measures as cruel and misguided. They argue that it's not the cat's fault. They're following instincts shaped by nature, not malice. Some believe the real issue lies in human responsibility. Lack of spaying and neutering, abandonment, and poor wildlife management. Behind every statistic is an emotional tug-of-war. Take the story of Tibbles, a cat brought by a lighthouse keeper to Stevens Island in New Zealand in the 1890s. According to legend, Tibbles was responsible for the extinction of the Stevens Island wren, a flightless bird that existed nowhere else on Earth. While later analysis suggests it wasn't just one cat, but a colony, the tale remains a chilling symbol of how quickly nature can be undone. Even indoor cats aren't exempt from this predatory legacy. A 2020 study in Nature Communications showed that domestic cats share the same brain structure, sleep cycles, and stress responses as lions and cheetahs. Their whiskers are tuned to measure prey distance. Their ears rotate to locate sound in 3 dimensions. Their retractable claws are designed for the kill. They're not acting wild. They are wild, just in a smaller, furrier package. So, where do we draw the line? Are we nurturing beloved pets or sustaining apex predators in miniature form? The line between cuddly companion and deadly hunter is thinner than we dare admit. And the more we learn, the more it seems that cats haven't changed to fit our world. We've simply changed the world to fit them. In fact, studies show that well-fed domestic cats kill just as often as stray or feral ones. The instinct isn't dulled by domestication. It's alive and well, coiled under fur and whiskers. This is where the emotional fracture lies. The same animal that sleeps purring against your chest can decimate a native ecosystem when allowed to roam. Dr. Pete Mara, former head of the Smithsonian Migratory Bird Center, put it plainly. Cats are the #1 source of human-caused mortality for birds and mammals in the U.S. That's not just more than cars or buildings, it's more than habitat destruction in some regions. And yet, it's hard to square that reality with the cat curled up on your couch, dreaming quietly, paw twitching. The love we feel for our cats is real. So is the damage they're capable of. And that contradiction sits at the heart of a global dilemma. How do we honor the lives of individual animals without sacrificing entire species? Some cities are making controversial moves. In places like parts of Australia and New Zealand, cats are now required to stay indoors by law. Others are investing millions in catios, enclosed patios for cats, or controlled leash walks to give felines enrichment without endangering wildlife. But the science keeps pointing us back to the same uncomfortable truth. Cats are not just pets. They are apex predators engineered by evolution, living in our homes, hunting in our neighborhoods. And for all our affection, we've underestimated them. Perhaps that's the most striking realization of all. We didn't tame cats. We accepted their terms. While dogs were reshaped by humans, cats allowed us into their lives on their own conditions. They stayed wild inside. We just never noticed. Let us know in the comments. Do you believe house cats should stay indoors? Or is that denying their nature? Like, share and subscribe for more stories that challenge what we think we know. The wild may be closer than we think,